it's Postcards United, our Q&A show. And there definitely wasn't any of this that you missed if you're watching on video. And definitely the audio listeners don't have a leg up. Hi, Enzo.
Hey, Jason.
Are you ready to get into the questions?
You know what? Not really.
Why?
I think the video people would like to know how your health situation is.
Oh, yeah. So I'm feeling...
You have COVID, you're feeling better, right?
I have a bit better, but I have COVID.
But listen, Jason, there was... are we just going to jump into questions? Are we even going to discuss the hobby things that have been happening while you were sick?
Well, I was going to leave it to Monday, but would you like to talk about the fact that they announced the new Inception?
Well, yes, because basically the reason why people, I don't know if you've seen this and how active you were on the socials, but people were clamoring for you to tell us about the Conference League players and the Europa League players.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, because it's coming out. It's not just Champions League except the Inception this year. I'm assuming everyone that's listening here has seen all of the Inception booklets and whatever. But yeah, it's UEFA competition, not just Champions League. Therefore, the Conference League is in it. Therefore, Europa League is in it. The checklist is not out yet, but people are saying, Jason, hope you're feeling better, but tell me about these obscure players that no one else watches.
Right. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. There's a couple of lads for PSV, Cody Gakpo and Madueke, Noni Madueke, who are quite exciting and who probably have moves in them. PSV, I think, we're in the Conference League this season because I saw them against Leicester. Dane Scarlett for Tottenham Hotspur. They were in the Conference League as well. I think he might have played when they got walloped by that Slovenian team, maybe, or something like that.
Arsenal are in this now, aren't they? Like Arsenal, people are happy about that. They say we don't need to get into the Champions League. We can still get some cards. There's potentially some big cards there.
What were
they in it?
No, they weren't in it.
No, come on.
No, but they're people are saying if Inception are
for next
they're in the
year.
Europa League next season. Yeah,
that's what they're saying. Yeah. Do you know what I was going to say?
What's that?
Oh, I guess this is kind of a Monday thing. I'm just going to get it. Jason, the PSG Chrome, right? We're getting Mbappe cards. Hallelujah, right?
Yeah.
Mbappe autographs. Did you know that there's no autographs for Mo Salah or Sadio Mane?
I didn't know that, but now that you say it to me, I can confirm that it's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I went on eBay to check. I think Mane has some leaf shit, maybe looks dodgy.
Right.
But what's going on there?
I don't know.
That's mad, isn't it? Because imagine, when I seen the booklets, I was like, imagine a Salah Mane Liverpool booklet.
Yeah.
Dual auto. And then I was like, wait, why have I not seen Salah autos? Obviously, he's not signed. I don't think they don't know who Salah is, but
that's very mad, strange. Very strange.
It got me thinking of what other kind of top class player, because I feel like no one ever really talks about it. I don't think people are clamoring where's Salah autos, where's Salah. I haven't heard it, even though he's such a phenomenon at such a big club as well. Well, it makes me think about what other really big players we just don't see autographs for and we kind of forget about. Because I think Salah is a player where people don't necessarily give a fuck about his Topps Chrome card too much, but an autograph of it would, I assume, be crazy,
Yeah, that is an interesting one.
There you go. I'm interested to know who else is not in that mix.
But we'll have a think about that, and if you have a good one, write us in and we'll talk about it on Monday.
And we're going to do a bigger deep dive on Inception on Monday, especially if the checklist comes out. When the checklist comes out, we're going to go, I think that's one where we go through it, Jason.
Okay. I'm in.
Okay, get into the questions. I'm happy to hear you're better, a little bit better. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. I'm looking forward more so for my Serie A mosaic.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So question 1 here on Postcards United. Oh, what? This is from Soccer Cards Market on Instagram. Is Whatnot a platform that is used in Europe? So people don't know. Yeah.
Can I say, my assumption is it can't be used in Europe just solely based on you telling me once you went on it and you couldn't do it in Europe. But I never checked it myself. But can I tell you this? Our top request in the message requests on Instagram from 29 weeks ago has yet to be open. It's from Whatnot Sports, and it says, "Hey, Soccer Cards United."
Oh.
And we never opened it.
Oh.
So if they're messaging us, I'd like to assume they either 1, didn't know we're in Europe, or 2, it does work in Europe. But I'd just like to tell people, because I want to go through the DMs, Jason. Sorry, I know this is a lot. If you're a small account, don't think that we didn't respond to you because you're a small account. These lads have 36,000 followers and they haven't even been open.
Yeah, so people shouldn't think that it's if you're if we like, we're not looking at the DM requests and going like, oh, that's small potatoes. We're not talking. There are major players being left on unopened.
But we're trying to get to it. I don't know what. Like, there's some people, Jason, that I think I've seen someone 56 weeks ago, over a year.
Oh, it's terrible.
And I like want to respond, but I'm like, is that just?
You just got to delete that and move on.
And just forget about it.
Yeah. We can't live like this.
I'm gonna go through it, Jason. Today is my day for DMs. Anyway, sorry.
One thing. So I'll just pick up on that thing from the DMs.
Okay.
One thing people will sometimes, actually a lot, DM us and say, "Hey, I have this card. What's the value?"
That has to stop. That's the one that has to stop. Can I tell you this? There's so much because there's so much I look at that I'm like, I need to do better. There's so much where I need to respond to this. I suck. I need to find time in the day to respond. Them ones need to fuck off.
Yeah, like the thing. Yeah,
I'm gonna fix that. You know what? Leave that with me. Give me a couple of weeks, Jason. I'm gonna go crazy on that. I'm about to write something down. Jason.
Okay. While you're writing that down, look
at this. That problem's about to get solved. Continue whatever you were saying.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell the people what that is I'm like, first of all, I get excited because I'm like, oh, this is gonna be some like unbelievable fire card that they found that they can't find comps for.
The only time I didn't hate that question, some motherfucker rocked up with a 1/1 Maradona auto.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's the only time. But then that motherfucker graded it with MGC and it got a 10, even on a big scrape on the back of it. So even that has left me a bit sour.
Yeah.
Continue.
No, and then it's generally a card that is not worth that much. And it's just like, you're turning us into people who have to, on a daily basis, say to people, no, that's not worth anything. And it's very hard.
Sad.
So if you want like us to review something like that, you can either submit it as a rate my purchases or rate my pull on Postcards United. And if it's good enough, it'll make the air. But we have too many messages now to be doing that kind of stuff.
No, them ones are because
But we, of course, like we're not being ungrateful or anything. We appreciate that people are coming to us and that, like, obviously the branding.
No, but no, fuck off.
There.
Listen, we're here for the people, right? And I do a better job in the DMs, as I said. But that's one where it's like, you need to go onto eBay, you need to type in the information, because that's what I'm going to do. If I'm going to tell you what it's worth, guess what? That's what I'm doing. So you're just asking me to do your job for you.
I've sent people like screenshots of, they go like, I just can't find how much this would be worth. Like, I just don't know. And then I'm like, and I send them, and I said,
it's an of 99, and about 40 of them have sold on eBay in the last week.
I go like, what I did here is I just typed in Bernardo Silva autograph on eBay, and it came up. And actually, I scrolled through. The fifth one I saw was exactly the same as yours, when it was sold for €30 or whatever. It's just like, anyway. Look, is Whatnot a platform that is used in Europe? A long time ago, I was told that we should get on Whatnot, and then I said, is that not American only? And they said, yeah, you have to be based in America, but they make certain exceptions. If like they'll do whatever like weird stuff needs to be done if you're overseas to get you on the platform, if you really want to. And then I just was scared of the commitment, and I just said, "Oh, cool."
And I never got Jason. That was Jason. He signed off on that, and I said, "Well, we can't get on it."
Yeah.
Can I say this, Jason? Sasha T, I see on his Instagram.
Yeah.
He does a podcast on Whatnot. Could we potentially? I don't know what he is a deal. So I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Because I don't like. I've heard
he live streams his podcast on Whatnot. Yeah,
that's what I was trying to say. Could we potentially leverage Whatnot, but just add stuff we're already doing versus like having a deal? Like, I don't think that we would use Whatnot the way people are using Whatnot. I think that's like almost like teleshopping. I think that's the vibe.
It's exactly teleshopping, actually.
So we wouldn't. I don't think we'd want to do that unless we. I don't know. This was very.
I don't know where we'd find the time. Yeah,
I don't think we'd be into it. But if we could use the platform to maybe live stream the podcast or something, or I might look into it.
Have a look at it.
Yeah, there's a few more things. I might respond to their DM 29 weeks later.
Great. Okay, so thank you for Stock Cards Market for that question, which just do some housekeeping.
Yeah, we're gonna follow up on that. Like, we're gonna give you more information because we're gonna attempt.
Yeah.
To do something in that space.
Right. I did get the app and make an account, and I think I had a seizure within about 15 seconds of being on it. But that's just, I'm warning you to put on your blue light glasses or whatever. All right, here we go. Oh, here's from Joe. Update to ongoing Foden autograph saga. Leaf Continuum 2022 auto card just released. So this is the weird mystery where Phil Foden's autographs in Panini products are all redemptions, and yet he's turned up in Leaf and Futera having autographs.
Yeah, but did you see the Heung-min Son autograph? Will you mute yourself, son?
Sorry,
did you hear the Heung-min Son? Did you see the Heung-min Son autograph in Futera cards?
No.
Well, have you ever seen Heung-min Son's autograph?
Yeah, it's not that.
It's not like you. Can you picture Heung-min Son's autograph right now?
Yeah.
The Futera one is just essentially like a diagonal line.
No.
So listen, I wouldn't be too concerned about Foden showing up in those products. There was also a scandal with, I don't know if you've seen the Obsidian. There was some autograph. Yeah, so that's a mess as well.
Harry Kane's auto is on Heung-min Son's card, or
but then Reece James's
auto is everywhere.
No. Well, maybe, but there's 3 cards. So Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, and Reece James, and they're all wrong. Well, we don't know. We're assuming the Heung-min Son card has Kane's auto because the other 2 are swapped.
Okay, so that's an update on the Phil Foden saga. Nobody knows what's going on with Phil Foden and his autographs.
He's
and it's hard
on football.
He's just focusing on the football, isn't he? Upper 90 cards. What type of set do you think would be good to put players like Dane Scarlett in? That's because this week's photo for Postcards United was Dane Scarlett after scoring a brace at the under-19 Euros for England, which is on at the moment. And the obvious answer to me is something like under 21 Euro Bowman or something like that.
Or road to Euro Bowman.
Yeah, I don't think you need to have any kind of underage product below under 21. That's not any. I don't really need any under 17, under 19, anything like that. Under 21s is fine. It's that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then obviously you can put them in, if they're playing, you can put them in conference leagues and stuff like that. But I think under 21 Bowman products, yeah. Thieves Card says, how do I get a table at the International? The International being our future card show here in Dublin.
Well, the Mark 1 of the International is going to be taking place on the 2nd of July, technically, because we're bootlegging a kit conference here in Ireland.
Yeah.
So it's the unofficial where it started kind of moment, you know, for ourselves.
We're kind of cordoning off a section of that and using it as the International.
Our table will be the International for a day. Yeah. How do you get a table at the International? That's all going to be out. You're going to get the tickets.
There'll be a usual.
It'll be
like,
I mean, there's no backdoor deal. Like, you don't need to like nudge us and go, lads, how do I get one of these tables? No.
We run a perfectly upfront operation, and it's going to be like a normal good conference.
The best conference.
It's not going to be like, you know, you have to.
Like, how do you get a table at the National?
Yeah,
it'll be similar enough to that. Probably less demand.
Probably, although there's no way to know at this stage. Right. Oh snap! It's more. Does Victor Osimhen move this transfer window if he stays in Serie A?
That's a great name.
And isn't it?
Because it's a pun on his. I love that.
Does Victor Osimhen move this transfer window if he stays in Serie A and is healthy? Will he lead the league in scoring? There's a chance that he'll move. It's very hard to get anyone away from Napoli because Aurelio De Laurentiis is a just stone cold bastard who doesn't seem to know what to do.
Napoli mafia. It's hard to get away.
So Victor Osimhen, I think Victor Osimhen, his main concern is that he needs to be fit, and I hope he moves. If he doesn't move and he stays healthy, there's no reason he couldn't be the capocannoniere in Serie A next year.
Yeah, he has plenty of room to grow.
Plenty of room, and obviously Lorenzo Insigne is gone. That may hurt his assists, or it may mean that the whole front line of Napoli tailors more and more to Victor Osimhen. Instead of always having to, because we all know if you ever see Lorenzo Insigne play, he's always drifting into these pockets and he demands the ball. So when you take that kind of demand away,
yeah, but you'd like to think that could be a bigger negative than it is a positive.
Yeah, you'd like to think so. Certainly, Lorenzo Insigne would like to think so.
Absolutely.
So we'll see. I hope he moves this summer, but if not, yeah.
If not, he'll move next summer. I'd say if he has a good.
Yeah. The thing is, whenever he's fit, he scores. I mean, he scored 5 goals or something recently in a match for Nigeria, so he's
good.
He's good. It's just a pity they're not going to the World Cup, but what are you gonna do? Yeah. He might actually might get some nice cards when you open that Serie A mosaic.
Oh, don't get me excited, Jason. When I open it, when are you better?
I think next Tuesday.
Oh my god.
Oh, BV Collector 17. Hey lads, Jason, I hope you're feeling better. Thank you.
That's nice.
I submitted a few Chrome UEFA, submitted for grading, a few Chrome UEFA after ripping a hobby box. Turnaround time was faster than expected, but my Gavi refractor dampened the mood. It's coming back an 8.5, looking as clean as the others that are coming back as 10s. Would you hold, sell for probable loss, or crack it for a resub elsewhere?
I'd like to say I'm assuming this is SGC because he said
Must
he
be
got
SGC.
pass.
Yeah,
because PSA do 8.5s, but they're more rare.
Yeah, I don't think PSA would give it an 8.5. Could have been Beckett, but I don't think so.
Yeah. No, 10s. He's not getting loads of 10s from Beckett.
No, exactly. So it's SGC.
We saw that. That's heartbreaking, to be honest. It's upsetting to know that the refractors in Champions League Chrome have the possible to be an 8.5, but they scratch easily. They're, sometimes they're fucked or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That would dampen the mood, and 8.5 is brutal. What would I do with that? I'd either sell it for a loss. I wouldn't hold it unless you just want it for the PC.
Yeah.
I'd be very tempted to crack it, but I'd feel bad doing that.
I'm just gonna see what a Gavi refractor does.
Yeah, it depends what it does. I guess if it's not too much, like if you just want to be a shark and you want to sell it, you'd probably either sell it as an 8.5, which I think could even just be difficult to sell. To be honest, whoever you sell it to, if you're selling an 8.5, they're going to crack it and sell it raw. If the raw goes for more than the 8.5, but cracking it, there is kind of a. What are they doing, Jason?
$50.
Okay.
So,
yeah, to be honest, you're making a loss no matter what way because you've paid, say, $30 or $20.
Yeah, you've opened the box, the whole lot.
No, but don't mind opening it. Like that. You paid for it to be graded, and now it's a bad grade, so it hasn't actually made a difference. They're
selling quite consistently.
I wouldn't sub it again. Like, to be honest, I understand you're saying it looked good. I wouldn't sub it again because now you're just digging a big hole.
Yeah. You're throwing good money after bad.
Yeah, I'd probably just sell it as a slab. I wouldn't even crack it, to be honest.
Sell it as a slab and chalk it up to experience.
That's or crack it to try to figure out where you lost the grade. Get a really
use it as a little learning curve.
Yeah, like open it and then put it under a light, see if there's scratches, see if there's anything that you missed,
Yeah.
Like I once subbed with SGC and I got a 4.5 and I had actually missed a huge crease on the back of a Formula 1 card. I didn't even crack it though. We sold that at the card show. Someone loved it because of how shit the grade was and how aesthetically nice it still looked. So we sold that real cheap. That was actually sad to sell. I wanted to keep that as kind of a memento for the learning experience. But yeah, you put it under the light, you could see there was a huge crease on it. So I'd say try, if you can't see anything while it's still in the slab, I would crack it to try assess it under a light.
Okay.
Because there is something wrong with it. It's easy to be like, they just had a bad day and they were pissed off, but they'd have given it a 9 or 9.5 if it was a bad day. 8.5, there's something.
They saw something they didn't like.
Yeah, they saw something they didn't like.
Right, around to the Twitter questions now. This is from Liam. With the upcoming release of 2022 Bowman Chrome Road to UEFA under 21 euros, is this a road too far? So this refers to how now everything has to be a road to something.
Yeah, it's not great, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't fully hate it. Depends how they do it. I think the execution of it could be good, but I'm not hoping. I think there's a way to do Road 2 where the execution can be good, but I'm not confident this is it. I think this is more going to feel like a hobby box and a light box kind of thing. Like the same thing and diluting it versus two different things that have uniqueness to them.
I think it's... I don't understand where this Road to thing is...
necessary.
Like, I just...
No, but listen, Jason. Road to the 2022 Bowman Euro under 21s should give them the ability to take teams that didn't qualify and make cards for them.
But then just call it qualifying.
Oh yeah,
my problem is literally with the term Road to. I've never heard of that. Like that's like it's
no. The World Cup uses that. Like Road to, like when you're watching qualifiers, even on RTE, they'll say the Road to Qatar.
Yeah, but it's like it's not just a universal term in the sport.
Oh no, like you could have easily say Bowman Chrome qualifying Euro 21 qualifier.
Yeah, it's not
that would instantly make it.
What it is that Panini use Road 2 for the World Cup
Because
that's a World Cup thing. Yeah, exactly. And then what Topps have done is just said, we'll just take that.
Yeah. No, if you just call that 2022 Bowman Chrome UEFA under 21 Euros qualifiers,
fine. Now I have no problem.
That looks clean.
Yeah, because and also like there's a logo for
the qualifiers. The qualifier logo. That's why it looks.
They already did it.
But maybe it's a case of you need 2 licenses to do that. Like maybe if there's a qualifying license and a tournament license, this is giving them so much benefit. And now I don't believe it to be the case. But there's a qualifying license and a tournament license, but they can actually kind of use a loophole and use the tournament license to get that. But that wouldn't really make sense because
they could be saying like if you qualify for the tournament, then you fall under this license.
Yeah.
But if you don't qualify, then you're not actually contractually obligated to permit UEFA to do anything.
That's us, I think, giving them too much of the benefit of the doubt. I don't think that's the case at all. I think if you have the under 21 Euros license, you have the qualifiers and the tournament, I would assume. Because if you only had the tournament, then the teams that qualify should be the only teams you're able to touch from. So anyway, qualify. Like if you're on TV, Jason, if you're watching a match and you put on the World Cup qualifier, it says that it's like World Cup qualifiers. That's
exactly.
Qualifiers is like a brand. It's a brand.
Yeah.
Like, you know. Yeah. So yeah, I don't like the name of it, but apart from that, if they execute it well enough, they put teams in that aren't actually in the final tournament. You can get some gems in there. Then it's cool enough. But it depends. Just try not to water it down. There is a cool way to do it. I don't know if they're going to do that.
Yeah, I agree. I do think with the under 21 Euros, like
it's already so niche.
Like
this is the first time you're doing it. Why are you?
Yeah,
doing a 2-block. Yeah.
Just let it like. I just wish
let it be a cool release.
Let it be cool.
It.
Why are they like they're such fucking nerds about everything? Like, you know, just let something be cool and niche and not like just relax. They're all like, no, we have to make it. Just relax.
No, it's like we need to print as much as we can with the licenses that we have. But it's like, do you forget that if you make something limited, it's fucking great. People love it. Like it makes it. It's a fine balance, isn't it? It's a fine balance. But I do think just if they called it Euro under 21 qualifiers, it would make it so much cleaner.
Because then you're linking. I like when they link a real world thing to a set. That's why like a lot of Panini's checklists freak me out. Because you read the checklist and you're like, this is a Premier League set, but the vision of the Premier League you're presenting in this checklist is like something from a terrible nightmare. where you know, Graham Lasso is like the biggest attraction in Premier League history or something. Like it's just weird. And qualifiers is a nice little thing. You can just use that.
There's so much you can do with the Premier League license that just is not being done.
I know.
It's really funny.
I appreciate the is this a road too far? That's a nice little phrase. Right. Alex has a ticket question, which we'll just start by saying we're underqualified to answer.
Yeah. Well, we own one ticket now, Jason.
That's right. Thanks to Alex. But he's primed us.
Okay.
What I'm saying is he's given us a ticket as a lovely gift, and now he's asking ticket questions. You know, what debuts are more valuable for various tickets? Champions League versus Premier versus Copa Libertadores versus or FIFA Club World Cup. I may be the only one thinking about this. I think that's supposed to say Premier League.
Champions League could be anything. Yeah. I think.
Could say Premier, yeah.
But it's in the same way with rookie. I'm assuming the first is always the most valuable. But I think the players, like if you had Maradona's ticket to his very first World Cup game, I think that would have its charm.
Yeah. Obviously, like I would say, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo's first Champions League match, is that more valuable than his first
Premier
League match? Or I don't know. I don't really know how the ticket market works because seems to be a lot of tickets going around.
Yeah, just loads of tickets.
I mean, obviously, like in so I see there he has the Copa Libertadores and the FIFA Club World Cup. Like in Brazil, the Club World Cup is a huge, massive thing, like much more than anywhere else. Like you Bayern Munich or Chelsea or something go to the Club World Cup, they don't particularly, they're just there assuming they're going to win it. But like when Chelsea played Palmeiras, I think in the final this year, and that was in Qatar maybe or something, like thousands of Palmeiras fans went from Brazil to Qatar or wherever it was to attend the match. And so it's huge. So if it was a Brazilian player and you were selling into the Brazilian market, then maybe be the Club World Cup. But if it's someone like Messi or Ronaldo, I have no idea.
Yeah, no, it's a tough one. I would always go with the very, very first appearance.
Yeah.
Professionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First competitive professional appearance at senior men's football.
But then, like, or women's football. But I think
if we're talking about women, it'd be women's football.
I think if you had the first of each, because I do think there would be a charm to Ronaldo's or Messi's first Champions League one as well. So it's all about firsts. But I don't know which would be more valuable. I think the first of the first will be more valuable than, like, I'd like to assume Ronaldo's debut for Sporting Lisbon goes for more than his Champions League debut.
Yeah, sure, it must.
Unless it was the same game, but I don't know. I'm not deep in. I don't remember. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't know.
Right, so Alex, keep us posted on that. And if you're a fellow
ticket... I say tickets are probably a place where you could get some good volume in, you know me, Jason. I like that. But I don't know. I'm not well versed on it. Someone could sell me a ticket that's not actually a game ticket, and I don't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't know how to authenticate it. Yeah. And now a lot of tickets are digital.
Listen, they're going to be NFTs. What are you going to do then?
So if any other ticket heads are out there, feel free to contribute to this debate. Debate might be a strong word. Mike Smalling says, everyone else is okay, I'll rephrase this slightly. Is anyone else struggling to buy because sellers don't want to take a loss? Why even put something on eBay if you're looking for 2020, 21 prices?
That's a fair statement. I was shocked by someone. We were at the London show. I was shocked by some of the card prices, comps that we were being shown.
Yeah.
Partially because I had comped everything prior and some of these things came out of nowhere. I was like, wait, when did this happen?
Yeah.
But to be honest, mate, like, yeah. Struggling. I don't know. Like,
you can't force anyone to take a loss on. I suppose why even put something on eBay if you're looking for a higher price than it's going for?
No, but like, so if they have best offer on, then they have it up for the price they'd love to have for it. They know that's not realistic, but they haven't quite got the heart to go to what is the actual market value.
Yeah.
Because maybe they believe it'll get back up there. So I can understand your frustration, but like, you're obviously, unless it's for the PC, Mike, you're buying it for a reason, maybe because you also believe it's going to go up. And maybe they do too. They're saying, listen, I have it on eBay, and at some point the market will get up to me.
Yeah.
And that frustrates you as a buyer because for you, it's in the shop window and you're saying, can I have that? And they're basically saying, no, I'm waiting for the market to come here.
At which point you won't want to buy it anymore.
So maybe that's it. But yeah, no, we all missed 20. I would honestly say 90 and 20 prices. I think 2021. No, yeah. Maybe.
No, there was good prices back then.
Oh, good prices.
There's good prices now. Like, I mean, there
is some steals on the market now if you have the liquidity. It seems like nobody really does, though. That's how recessions and markets work.
I mean, like, the thing is that you'll see on eBay now, sometimes people in a market like this are just selling because they need to get rid of it, and they will take a loss. And that's the other side of it, is that there are people who are like, can you just please cash me out of this because I can't be I've got to fill my car up with petrol.
Yeah, life has hit me in the face. Yeah. I actually need money and I don't care. I need to just
get rid of this cardboard. Yeah, please.
I need it in.
So, but if you're not coming across those people, then that probably means you're buying the good stuff. And the thing about the people with the good stuff is they probably had the money to buy it in the first place.
Yeah, like I have some cards I'm not letting go. You know, and I know the market's slow, and I do plan to sell them, but I'm like, I'm gonna have to wait. But I don't have them listed, so that'll be the difference.
Yeah, I don't know. I think some people like to just have stuff on eBay.
In fairness, certain items do bring eyes to your eBay.
Yeah.
So if you stick up a fucking Messi autograph or whatever, and you have it up for 10 grand, but the market says it's 5 grand, it's like, yeah, I don't care, it's 5 grand. There's 2 on the market, and every time someone looks for it, they're finding my entire eBay.
Yeah. Now, in fairness, I do think Mike has a point there that some sellers say, oh, well, I don't want to take a loss on this, when what they mean is, like, they'd still be in profit. Like, you know, like, let's say they bought it for lower rent example. Let's say they bought it for €10, and at one point it was going for €100, and it's now going for €50. They're like, I'm not losing €50 on this. It's like, well, you're not losing €50, you're gaining €40.
You didn't sell at the right time. You didn't perfectly time the market.
Yeah, that's not
the market.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to buying and selling. And that is annoying when you see people like that who treat like fluctuate as if it's your fault.
Yeah. And they only look at it the positive way. They're like, It
Oh,
was
yeah.
it was 100. It'll be there someday. I can never take a loss. Where it's like it was 10 at one point.
Yeah, you bought it for 10, so you know it can go down that low. But the thing is that if you're buying on eBay, you don't know how much they bought it for.
Yeah.
So I think, Mike, you just got to find more desperate people.
Oh, but sorry. Whoa. But the second part of that says, why even put it on eBay if you're looking at 2020? Like, again, maybe they just have it on eBay for eyes. It's advertising kind of thing.
Yeah. Or maybe they just,
maybe they put it up in 2021 and it's still up there.
Yeah.
They haven't taken it down. They're praying someone buys it.
This is from M. Blankfloor. Right. Blankafloor. Sorry, excuse me. Hot take. Women's Chrome will outperform. This is good to have a hot take. I've got a lot of hot takes. Women's Chrome will outperform most of the soccer products that will come out or have come out this year.
Okay.
If you look at it compared to their original price, then you'd be saying, well, they have a low print run by this year's standards. They're a lot of players' first product or first premium card. So they should hold their value quite well.
Yeah.
The same cannot be said of a lot of other products this year.
I think it's a decent hot take, I would say.
It's warm.
Yeah, it's warm because I think people, I don't think there are a lot of people who give you much pushback to that. I think you could say there's an opportunity because I think the price isn't too high. I think we're not actually at a point where the demand for this product exists yet, if that makes sense. Like, right. I think people are hyped for it. It's doing great on the timelines. It's selling well. People love opening it. Like, it is fun. But in terms of like how many female collectors are in the space, not many. How mainstream is women's soccer right now? It's constantly getting bigger, huge. What was going on in the Camp Nou and all that sort of stuff. But is it where it's going to be in 5 years, 10 years? No, it's gonna continue growing. I mean, the sport. I'm not saying the hobby necessarily. So yeah, it'll outperform most soccers. You just put a timeline on that, and then I think it's guaranteed. If you say in the next 4 months, I think there's a few men's soccer products that will outperform women's Champions League. But if you're talking 5 years, and maybe that's even too long, 1 year, 2 year. Yeah, I think this is, it's a ground zero product. A big loss to not have Alex Putellas autographs, big loss not to have Olympique Lyon, but an amazing product. Obviously, it's the first of its kind.
Yeah, I think when the women's Euros kicks off, we should see even more sales in that product. And I mean, the advantage is that it's an inaugural product. It's the first women's Chrome Champions League, so that's always going to have an advantage. Like, you just, you can't really ask a lot. Yeah.
Inaugural product would be a nice badge on a product like that. Like on the front of the box or on the back of the card or the front of the card, inaugural release.
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it?
That would be very good. Like, let us, like, we know, but show us, let us know.
Yeah. So you can just tell at a glance.
Yeah. Like, last year's Inception was inaugural soccer Inception.
Cool. Yeah.
Bowman Chrome, inaugural road too. I think they go crazy, but
it's the inaugural road. It's the inaugural road to the inaugural product.
Oh my god! But no, anyway, listen. Yeah. I think listen. It's a warm take. I'm going to say, just because I don't think there's a lot of people that are going, that product's going to flop. That product's bullshit. I think everyone is like, nah, this is great.
Yeah.
Give it a warm Blankafloor.
Right. And such is Postcards United. Yeah. How long have we been going for? Let me see.
Don't know.
Oh, we're okay. Yeah, we're good.
We're okay.
We're okay. So yeah, that's us till Monday, where we're going to be talking about Inception. We're going to be talking about probably that, if we hear any more details about that road to under 21 Euros, and be talking about that.
I don't think anything else crazy. I think the triple logo man, I don't think we ever had our big take. You said you had something to say about that. The triple logo man, I think, is going to finish in a few days before Monday. I think it finishes Sunday, maybe.
Right. Do you know what I saw while I was sick? Is the new Adam Sandler basketball movie Hustle.
Oh, I've heard good things about that.
Yeah, it's really, really good. It's really, really, really good.
We still need to get Ted Lasso. I've been getting a lot of
This is true. This is true.
I don't watch anything though. That's my problem.
Right.
Just football games. That's it.
Yeah, and then so when it's not football season, you're just out living your life. You're not consuming.
I'm lost.
Yeah.
I'm fucking lost. I'm like, what's on? Not a lot.
The watching the movie Hustle did make me feel like a bit jealous of basketball because basketball is so cinematic.
Yeah.
Like, and if you're like, even just from the practicalities of it, like if you want to make a basketball movie, you can find basketball courts. It's indoors. You can like, it's not where you go like, okay, we're gonna make a football movie. The first problem you run into is how we're gonna film football matches.
Yeah,
it's a huge pitch. It's like even like American football is like stops and starts constantly, so you can like that is like scenes in a movie, literally.
Yeah.
Football is just 90 minutes of just
madness.
Yeah, madness. Like
you're not wrong.
So
goal was the closest we got to that.
Yeah, and even whenever I see football movies, though, I just like this isn't what it's like.
Bend it like Beckham.
That's not what it's like.
It's not what it's like.
That's not what it's like.
You're mad. You're mad.
Right. Anyway, that's us.
That is us.
So, thank you to everybody for getting us to 200 subs on YouTube.
Thank you so much. Oh my god, we should have fucking opened that. We suck.
Yeah.
That is good. I don't know. YouTube is like weird. I don't know why I get a giggle out of the YouTube going up. Like I'm like, I get a little buzz. I'm like, ooh.
A little bit of dopamine.
Yeah, I'm getting dopamine. I don't know what it is. I think I kind of grew up on YouTube, so I never actually thought we'd have our own channel kind of thing.
Right. I
think that's it.
Maybe. To you, seeing YouTube is like, oh my god.
Because videos feels like a big production kind of, I guess, even though it's, I don't know. I don't know, Jason, but I get a buzz.
It is a big production.
Listen.
Thank you.
Editing involved.
Yeah.
Very good.
Right.
Okay, no.
We're done.
Yeah.